What's up, BiggerPockets? It's Mat Piche, the Fruitful Investor. We just finished another Duplex conversion. I can't wait to show you on the inside, see how we did it, and also stay tuned because I'll go over the numbers now that we're done of how much we spent, how much it's gonna appraise for, and how much my partner is gonna pull out with the burst strategy. Let's check it out. So if you see from the first video or the before videos, this was like an old 1970s house. It just smelled like smoke and totally outdated. So we gutted everything just like we always do. New floors, new 6-inch trim, new feature wall, just completely cleaned it up. And we added 3 bedrooms down here. So we just changed the footprint a little bit. So we got 3 bedrooms here. Again, we carried the flooring all the way through. We'll go into the master bedroom. It's got the biggest size. Yeah, we just cleaned things up. We just changed things cosmetically. New doors, new floors throughout, new trim, just kept it all neutral. Added the nice little light there. Bathroom was a complete gut. New tub, new surround, new everything. For rental properties, we usually do a tub surround. We don't really go too crazy with tile. Sometimes we do, but we save those for the flips mainly. So this will work for rental. And yeah, new vanity, new light, new mirror, everything all done. The kitchen was kind of a tight situation. So from the old style, there was a door here going to the basement. So we had to close that off just for duplex purposes. So we fire rated it, closed it off. I'll show you that in a second. But the kitchen here was a tricky layout because we had to fit the washer and dryer in here now that we're cutting off the basement. So we had our kitchen layout designer make this kitchen nice layout. I think it turned out really good. It's pretty tight, but everything you need. There's actually a ton of cabinets. I love how it turned out. Crown molding, went pretty high end. Looks pretty good. Let's check out the basement unit. So the upstairs was easy. That was just a cosmetic change. Down here was where the real work was. This basement layout was completely gutted, redone. It was kind of just a weird open space with an old 1970s bar right behind you. Just didn't work. So we had to gut everything. And again, we did all of the proper fire rating. So rock salt insulation, resilient channel, 5/8 drywall, super soundproof. It's almost like a recording studio in here, honestly. You can't barely hear anything upstairs, and that's what we're going for. So we put the kitchen over here on the end of the house. There's this massive kitchen for a basement tenant. We did the great wall of tile, which is kind of our signature. We always do that, lots of tile. My favorite thing of this whole apartment is this gigantic 4-foot by 4-foot window. This is a new standard now of what we're doing in all duplex conversions, no matter what. This is way above code. The required amount of window space for this unit probably would have been somewhere around this range. We went way bigger just to let in all the natural light because one of the worst things for a basement tenant is they don't want to feel like a crappy dungeon basement. So by adding all this natural light, just makes it feel it's more like a main floor unit, right? So we get a better quality tenant. So we fit 2 bedrooms here, pretty good sizes. We'll go into this one. So the gold standard for my area to get the highest value is to have 3 bedrooms up, 2 bedrooms down. If you can fit that in a duplex, you're really gonna get that high valuation to get that burst strategy to work for you the most. So we really try and do that. And for this basement, it was super easy. The footprint was really big to add 2 bedrooms. Again, went pretty big on the windows, way above code, just to let in all the natural light. Bathroom here was a complete gut. This wasn't here at all. Actually, the furnace was like right here in the middle of the unit, which is super awkward. So we slammed that right into there, made a furnace room just to gain more space here. Bathroom all new, just like we always do. The octagon white tile, the IKEA vanities, mirrors, Costco lights. It looks awesome, nice and modern. Anyway guys, let's jump into the numbers and I'll show you how we turned out, what we expect to get on the valuation, which the appraisal is next week. We do these fairly often, so we're probably gonna get what we're asking for, but I'll show you guys what we're expecting. All right guys, as you can see, this duplex turned out pretty sweet, and these type of properties are my favorite right now in my market because we can jack the property up so much, still have cash flow, and be able to burr the property, which means pull money out after the refinance to pay off my partner. So let's get into the numbers and see how this one turned out. So we bought this property initially as a single family home for $395,000 even. The down payment on that was $79,000. Renovations to convert the property costed $90,000 for everything. Closing cost to buy that property was $1,700. Land transfer tax, $3,275. Basically, in my area of Ontario, Canada, whenever you buy a property, we gotta pay the government a nice hefty fee just to transfer the title over, just the way it is. The total investment on this property for my partner was $173,975. So that's what it costed him to buy this property with me. My partnerships are structured where they bring all of the money. I essentially do all of the work. I manage the entire project. I manage the entire thing going forward as well. So the total investment in this property is $489,975. That's what we're in for. But it appraised for $600,000, which is what we're getting all day long on these properties in my specific area. We got this system down pat. We're banging these out in 60 days or less. So we got it all figured out to a nice little science, which means we have a total equity in the property for 110 grand. If we were to sell the property today, that's how much we would make before fees and realtor fees, of course, but not too bad to make that in 60 days. But let's see how it does on a monthly basis now that we've refinanced it at that higher value. Mortgage payment at this value is $2,023. Property taxes every single month are $240. Our property manager is $160, which is 5% of the rent. This is kind of the deals I get because I give so many properties to my property managers, which is great. We have a nice little system going. Our utilities on this is $250. So we split the hydro meters, which is very, very important in my area. Hydro is getting more and more expensive every single year, just the way it is here. So we want to pass those costs off to the tenants. And also it dramatically raises the value of the property when we do that because landlords don't want to buy properties and take over all of the utilities. So we're only paying gas and water, which is the cheaper utilities. We're passing the hydro off to the tenant. So something I would very much urge you to do if you're doing a duplex conversion. Split those hydro meters. It's not that much. It might cost you $10,000 in total just to do that, but it instantly raises the property value by 20 grand or more, at least in my area. Make sure it makes sense in your area as well, but I bet it does. Total expenses on this property per month, $2,793.70. Our monthly rent is $3,200. So we're getting $1,700 plus hydro upstairs for the 3-bedroom unit, and we're getting $1,500 plus hydro for the basement unit. So great rents. Even after the refinance, we're still cash flowing $406.30. That's pretty cool, but the best part is my partner got a ton of money back and they're only into the deal for about $50,000, $60,000. So not bad. In my area, that's a grand slam. Where I am is a very hot market, definitely a very hot seller's market and lots of tenants. So we're not getting, all of the money back on these refinances, not nearly all the time. So this is considered a grand slam in my area. Anyway, guys, if you like this property, if you like this video, smash that like button and also subscribe to this channel so we can see more of each other. I'll see you in the next video.